Hello everyone, hi and welcome to this new video, and the new video is about things needed to be a medium. So when you think about things that are needed to be a medium, that's what this video is going to be about. If you're enjoying my videos, please give it a like. If you enjoy what I'm doing, please give it a like, and feel free to subscribe to my channel at any time. It's good to stay in contact. So the things needed to be a medium is, first of all, when you think about what we need to do with ourselves, one of the things would be self-awareness. Another would be trust. Another bit would be believing you, believing in your guides. Also, trusting the spirit world, trusting the spirit of the process, a strong will to continue, the power, empathic nature, believing in a higher power, be original, and trusting in you. So these are the points that I'm going to be talking about today. So feel free to give it a like if you're enjoying the video, and like I said, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It's good to stay in contact, and if you have any questions about mediumship, put them in the comments and I will certainly answer them. That's what this is for. So the things that are needed to be a medium, when you think about it, the greatest thing that people have in mediumship development that they have lack of is trusting themselves or trusting their mediumship. And so it's building on that trust within inside of yourself so that you can really have a deep trust in you, trust in the spirit world, trusting in what you're doing. That's one of the things we need to do. Another things we need to do, wanting to be a medium, is self-awareness. And self-awareness is a lot of people haven't done a lot of that, but really it's about who you are. What is the foundation of who you are? What is that foundation of what makes you you? Because your mediumship will be unique to you. So the self-awareness is working on yourself, knowing yourself. How do you feel? How do you feel within inside of yourself? How do you feel about your life? What's going on? What's going on with you? Because anything going on with you is going to have an effect on your mediumship. So anything having an effect within your life, whether it's emotional, mental, stressful, or whatever, that self-awareness, knowing that, you know that's going to have an effect on your mediumship. So it's really essential to have this really, real good self-awareness and to work on that self-awareness. So if you find, you need to work on stuff and you need healing, go get the healing, go get the stuff, get the things done, because that will help your self-awareness, helping you to build that foundation that you will really need to be a medium. And when you think about it, when we connect to the spirit world, each time we're connecting to different people in the spirit world with different emotions, and they've got different ideas and different thought patterns and different things. So the more that we deal, like, let's say if we connect to the feeling of grief in the spirit world and we haven't got over our own, then we might have difficulty connecting to that. Or let's say the emotion of sadness, we might have difficulty connecting to that. So once we've done the self-awareness and healing on that aspect, that means we can connect with these people in the spirit world with these emotions and bring that information through. If you're enjoying it so far, give it a like. It's good to have you here. I can see more people arriving. If you've got any questions, please don't forget to chat and just let me know. So I said about the trust, and what it is trusting in you and trusting in your abilities as a medium, because that will help with the foundation. And it's like also trusting, that you're doing the best that you can, and the spirit world are doing the best that they can. And in that way, that trust is always a big thing with many students that come to me. They have this, oh, I need to get over this trust. I'd like to trust more. I'd like to believe more. So it's learning to believe more in you and learning to believe more in your gifts, believe more in your abilities, because the more that you believe in yourself or believe in the process of your mediumship self, then that is going to help you and propel you forward in your mediumship development. So really, that's a really essential thing that you need. But believe me, there's more that you'd need to complete this mediumship thing, because the things that you need to be a medium are many things. So it's believing in you, but it's believing in your guides. And if you believe in your guides, they are higher beings that have chosen to be with you your whole lifetime. And they've chosen to be with you and believe in your process of your spirituality and your process of your mediumship your whole life. So when we believe in ourselves, or we might not believe too much in ourselves, if we believe in our guides and we believe in the power that they bring and the intelligence and the possibilities that the guides can bring, then that's something very, very special right there, because then we're building on that belief. Now, and then when we make our contact to the spirit world, it's believing in the spirit. Believing in the spirit world, like believing that they are, they are consciousness. They are apart from us. They have more to say. They've lived a life. And that consciousness we connect to, it is really like so much depth. So we need to believe in them and trust in them, because if we're doubting ourselves, then we're not trusting in what the spirit world are bringing through. And it's really shifting to that possibility that the spirit world really know what they're doing, because the spirit world have been doing this for years, and the spirit world have been doing this for hundreds and hundreds of years, thousands of years. They know what they're doing. They've been perfecting this art of mediumship thousands of years. So when we believe in them, we believe in the guides, and we believe in what's going on there, and it's believing it also in a divine power that your soul has chosen to walk this pathway. Your soul has chosen to step into this. Then you're building on that foundation of your mediumship, and that's things that you need to brush up on to get going. So thank you to Joshua or Joshua. I may not speak your thought. Thank you for just commenting there. We will certainly look into that. But thank you. But it's nice, isn't it nice to come together like this in this consciousness together and talk about the things needed to be a medium and how to connect to the spirit world. So when we look at that, we've also got trusting in the intelligence of the spirit world. So when we're trusting in the intelligence of the spirit world, we trust that the information that the spirit world are giving is intelligent. They also know exactly what to give. The spirit world also know that whether you're doing a demonstrating mediumship, they know that they're coming for their mother. They know that they're coming for their father. They know that they're coming for their brother. They know that. So when you've got someone standing behind you in the spirit world that knows what they're doing, they know what they want to bring forward, all we need to do is trust on what they're bringing through. And if we can trust on what they're bringing through, we're certainly doing a better job than doubting ourselves, doubting the spirit world, and doubting the process, right? So that's another thing we need to think about, that intelligent mind that's communicating with us. And that's amazing, because they've had a whole lifetime or in their lifetime, so many experiences that they can share with us. It's only the limitations of our mind that wouldn't be picking up the information. So another thing we need to trust in is, and I know this with a lot of students, is trust in the process of your development. I'll say that again. Trust in that process of your development, because even when it goes wrong, because you know what it's like. we'll be like really good at saying, yeah, oh, we're getting it right, we're getting the yeses, we're getting this right, we're getting all that right. But we've got to trust in that process, because sometimes we will learn from getting it wrong, and we will learn from not getting it quite right. And that's how we learn. So it's releasing in ourselves and giving ourselves the chance not to try and get all the yeses all the time, but to be happy that the no's are going to be able to teach us something in our mediumship. So if we're getting, we've got a context all going, yes, yes, yes. What I see happening with students is, and when they get a no, they'll close down, they let the energy go. And when they let the energy go, then it's like, oh, they're not believing in that process. So really, one thing is believing in the process of your development, even when it goes wrong, and what you might consider go wrong. But if you ask the spirit world, oh boy, I'm sure the spirit world will say to you, you did the perfect job on the day. And it's happened to me in the past where I've analyzed my work and not trusted in the process. But when I asked the spirit world, they were happy with what I'd done. So that's something to remember. It's not just us in this process of development. It's the spirit world communicating with us, and it's our guides supporting us. So another thing that you need to be a medium is a strong will to carry on, and also a strong will to continue. So when you think about that, it's like, if at first you don't succeed, try again. So you'll try, you might not get it right, but you'll try again. Just imagine finding that joy within your mediumship. And if you've got that ignition of joy, then that's going to really ignite your mediumship and make it very, very powerful for people to watch. That's something that's going to be good. That joy, that's what we like. So that strong will to continue, never give up, that's what keeps us going. That's what keeps us going within our mediumship. Another thing we need is a strong power. And I do have on this channel a power meditation. I have two of them. One is 5 minutes and one is 10 minutes power meditation. Feel free to try them out. The empowerment of yourself, the empowerment of your soul, and that empowerment with your connection to the spirit world. And if you've got that empowerment with your connection to the spirit world and your empowerment right within yourself, then it's going to bring the spirit world closer. So this is another thing that we need, is to have a high frequency, because the higher your frequency, the easier it is for the spirit world to connect in. And that's something to remember. So if you're enjoying it so far, give me a like, and also don't feel free to stay and ask any questions if you need any. Another thing we need to be a medium is empathic nature. An empathic nature, even if you're not a feelings person, but you can be empathic and put yourself in somebody else's shoes. So you can be empathic. If you're in life, you can see it from your point of view, but you can see it from another point of view, then that's really being empathic, isn't it? It's empathizing with somebody else's feelings. Because when you're doing that in life, when you do that with the spirit world, being empathic with them and listening compassionately, that's what's going to really increase the information and the connection that you have with the spirit world. So there's a good question just come up. So thank you for asking me a question, and welcome. How do you step over the negative thoughts of not getting it right? It's a good question, right? So how do you step over those negative thoughts of not getting right? It's to step into, and that's the main thing, step into the belief that it's part of the process. So, the negative thoughts, you've got to think about it. Negative thoughts is like having a backseat driver telling you it's no good what you're doing. So when you're working mediumistically, these negative thoughts will crop up and they'll say, I don't like what you're doing. Oh, that's no good. That could be better. You're not getting it right. Oh, it's not good enough. These negative thoughts, this is part of the self-awareness that I was talking about. We need to become aware of them, and we need to just get rid of them, because they do not serve us. They do not serve us. If you were to answer the spirit world the same question Do you feel it's good enough? The spirit would say, yes, it's good enough. You did your best. And in development, we need to contact the joy of doing the connections with the spirit world, because that joy is the ignition of your mediumship. That joy of wanting to do it, being of service, bringing the spirit world through, that is what really ignites mediumship. And if you're doing this in your circles, try doing a practice with the joy and connecting to the spirit world, and you will see a difference. And when you get the no's, don't count the no's, because a lot of people do. They go, oh, I got one no, and then they go, and they get negative thoughts. When the no comes in, just go, oh, thank you, that I can learn from that no and carry on. So don't let it phase you. So basically, negative thoughts, push them to one side. If they've ever served you, this is the thing, even in life, has negative thoughts ever served you? Have they ever helped you? Have they ever been truth? These questions you can ask your negative thoughts. So I normally say, when I'm going to work, all negative thoughts, all negative ideas, and all that negative thing, I put them to one side, and now I'm going to work. And then I'm in my positivity. So that helps. So I hope that gives you some help there. So empathic nature, yes, needed, and believing in a higher power. That's another thing we need to be a medium. Believing in a higher power, whether you believe in a universal divine light, or you believe in you might believe in God, you might believe in the divine spirits, but believing in a higher something that's higher than yourself really ignites your mediumship. Now, I'm not saying that everyone has to. I'm saying everyone can have their preference to their beliefs, but it does help ignite you and your energy as being a medium if you have that belief in a higher power, that higher consciousness that connects to all things, which means you're here for a reason, and that reason is certainly being a part of the process of life, and that divine energy knows and guides you along your pathway. In having that belief, even when you get it wrong, you'll be like, no, but I've got this belief because I feel that I'm going in the right direction. Feel free, if you're enjoying it so far, give us a like. It's good to have you with us. And if you've got any questions like these guys, just put a question in the chat, and I don't mind answering it. Another thing you need to be a medium is to be original and not try and do what other mediums do. So you may see television mediums, or you may see other mediums working. Don't try to be like them, because then you will miss your gifts and originality of who you are. And so you can follow classes and you can follow things, but feel into yourself, what is your gifts and how do your gifts want to express? Because that will be your originality. That will be your originality within your mediumship, and that will be your originality that you can bring to the world. And that's what people are coming to see. They're coming to see that originality, that connection. So originality is something that you really need to have as a medium, because your personality, your knowing of yourself, it all comes through your mediumship, and it all comes through your way of doing things. So I want to thank you all for being here. It's been a good one. So just to go over the points again, just what I've been talking about, that self-awareness that is so needed, that awareness of self, knowing what's going on with yourself, very important. The trusting in yourself, trusting in spirit, believing in you, believing in your guides, and they know what they're doing, and believing in the spirit because they know what you're doing. How can I learn to listen to my guides, and how do I know it's not my voice? Well, that's a good one. So I'm gonna make a video about that one. So please stay on here after this video. That's a good one, because otherwise this one's going to be quite a long video. But I'll certainly do another one about that. That sounds like one all on its own. So yes, believe in your guides, believe in the spirit world. And yeah, believe in the intelligence of the spirit world, trust in the process of your development, that strong will to continue, the power, your empathic nature, believing in your higher power, and be original. These things are the ingredients that are needed to be a medium. And if you got them all in balance, which, you know, could take a lifetime, but it could take a few years, enjoy the process. And that's why I'm making these videos. I hope this has brought you some joy, and I hope this has brought you some inspiration, guys. Feel free to give it a like if you've enjoyed the video, and also feel free to subscribe to the channel, because it's great to have like minds, and I love making these videos for you. So look forward to seeing you next week around the same time. Tune in, and let's see you again. All right, take care. Thank you very much, and thank you for your messages.